Hey guys, welcome to another pre-market analysis. The last one I dropped about a month ago, all the whole trades I dropped there played out fine. And I wanted to drop a follow-up video to show you how the analysis went fine, but I've been busy and I've not been doing and I've not really had time to do it. But I think I'm back and I'm going to drop my weekly analysis today, and I'll try to be consistent every week. And if this video gets enough turn up, then I'll try to give my pre-daily analysis. That's every day, because every day by 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. I wake up and I check out what I have for the day or what I'll be looking at for the day, and I'll set my entry points and set my alerts on my trading view. So I'll get to do my daily stuffs, but I'll have eyes on those zones that I'm looking to buy from or to sell from. So if this video gets enough turn up, then I think I might be dropping my pre-daily analysis too. So let's dive straight into it. So yeah, for this pre-weekly analysis, I have my eyes fixated on these 6 pairs. So I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. So yeah, let's dive straight into it. Let's start from GBP/JPY. GBP/JPY, it's a new month. April just started, so I have every right to look from the 3 months time frame upward, or 3 months downward. So if you look at the 3 months, price is not really doing anything. Price is just on an uptrend. If you look at the monthly, on the other hand, what is the monthly saying? Still on an uptrend. But one thing that I've learned to discover about currency pairs is do not ignore tiny details. Do not ignore any support or any resistance. So this is a monthly area for sales. Get, but I don't really think this sell is going to have much effect, because normally on a random JPY pair or on a random JPYD, this other block here is supposed to take price as low as probably here before it starts buying. But I don't think that would be the case. Why? Because there is a very strong breaker block here, and this breaker block is very strong. So I'm still being bullish on the monthly time frame. So if you go down to the weekly, because we are entering a new week, if you go down to the weekly, you see that this is a strong breaker block and price reacted from it and has been going up. It have not taken the high, so it's still bullish. So we go down to the daily. From the daily, what do we see? From the daily, you see that price reacted from this area and is supposed to take at least this particular place, because there's how JPY pairs work. It's supposed to at least get to somewhere here, even though it's going to sell. Even though there's going to be a sell downward, even though something like this is going to happen, even though something like this is going to happen, but at least price should get into this zone before it start going down. That's even if it wants to go down, you get. So that's what I have on the daily. So if you look on the daily, I told you that how I trade. My trading plan is just very simple. I just want to see a liquidity sweep, first break and a second break, and I'm buying directly from after the liquidity is swept, after the second break is formed. So that's just how easy my strategy is. So prior to that, you see that there is a very big trade opportunity on here, because if you look, you see that there was a liquidity swept here. Price broke the first high, it broke the second high, and it failed to break the third high, meaning it's still within the range of the second high. And you see that price started coming down. So I'm expecting price to at least tap on this other block here and buy to somewhere here. So this is my first trade analysis, and this is the first thing that I have. So coming into this new week, I'm expecting price to open with a very big gap, to the downside, because I think Monday is public holiday, but market is still going to be open. I don't know, but I'm expecting price to come down, tap in this zone and buy up to this zone, probably take out the high if possible. But to be on the safer side, I think this 3RR is enough for me. It's enough for me, because even if I want to target up here, it's not even up to a 4RR. So why risk my chance of getting a TP for just 0.8RR? You get. So I think this 3RR is going to be very much enough. So that's for my first trade. This is what I have on GBP The next pair on the list is NZD USD. Let's go to the monthly. No need to start from the 3 weeks. If you go to the monthly, you see that price has been reacting from this zone, and it has been reacting from this zone. It has been reacting from this zone. I know that price is still going to take out this low. Price is still supposed to take out this low. I'm just looking at it now. But in essence, I think if you look at it from the weekly, I think that if price comes over here, because if you look, you see that if you look, you are going to see that price did something like this. If a first break and a second break, so I'm expecting price to come down here, but I can't just buy from a weekly time frame. So if price gets down into this zone, I'm going to wait for my 4 hours time frame to see something like this. In the 4 hours time frame, a liquidity being swept, price break first structure, break second structure, then I'll look for liquidity being swept, then I'll look for a PY and I'll buy. That's what I'm looking at. So it's not all that certain, but I won't just buy. I won't just press my buy like that because price has gotten into my weekly zone. So what am I waiting for? I'm waiting for either the daily time frame or the 4 hour time frame for price to do what? For price to form, and I see my strategy. So any entry type of your choice, I'm not telling you to trade like me, but I'm just telling you from these zones to probably somewhere here. You should just look out for your entry, and you should make sure it's in higher time frame. You get, just look for an entry and find the very reasonable risk to reward and take your trade. But coming to look at it, I did not see it like this when I was back testing. Coming to look at it, if you look at from the 3 months, okay, if you look at the 3 months, you see that price don't really, like, this place is not strong enough to push price up. I think it's very, very bearish. It's looking very, very bearish because it's not, this particular area is not strong enough to hold price. If you check the monthly, it's not strong. It did not even tap into this other block here at all. It's still lingering around here, so I don't think. But if you have an opportunity to get that entry that I told you on the 4 hours, make sure it's in a higher time frame. Just probably 1:2 or 1:3. Then you get out of the market. Probably take your profit before price gets into this zone, into somewhere like just take your entry around this area. Like if price gets into the box and you are looking for something, just make sure your take profit does not exceed this point, because price might come up, tap in here and sell deep. But if you don't see an entry, don't trade. So that's like my second trade. Ethereum. If you go to the 3 months, you see that Ethereum is very, very bullish. It reacted from another block and a liquidity being swept. According to my strategy, there was a first break and there was a second break, and price came down. It swept the liquidity. It's still bearish, so it's still bullish. So I'm still very, very much bullish on Ethereum. So if you go to the 1 month, like if you go to the monthly time frame, you see that yes, it's still very, very much bullish because it's reacting from this. Some people call it single candle, single candle. I've forgotten the name here. I'll call it, but it's very, very funny. So that's the weekly. The monthly, still very much bullish. The daily price reacted from this zone. Like according to my strategy, you might not see it, but I'm seeing it very, very clearly. Price swept out liquidity. First break, you might not call this a break, but I personally call it a break, and a second break. So I'm expecting price to react from this other block, and it reacted from it, and it's moving. And it seems like it's going to be bearish, but I'm telling you, it's going to react from somewhere here, then push up. So what am I looking at? I'm looking at, okay, let's go to the 4 hours. Let me show you what I'm really looking at. If you go to the 4 hours, you see that it's just very, very glaring for me. So first break, second break, then price has not really swept the liquidity, so I'm waiting for price to come down and tap into this other block and buy. So it's more like this. It's more like this for me. I don't know if I should take all the other block. Let me look at the 2 hours. Because if I take all the other block, it might look okay. 1 hour. Let's see. Let's see. I have no option. I cannot say let me pick the other block from here, because if you know one thing about you know that price does not really care about your POI. It only cares about taking liquidity. So to avoid missing the move, I think I might just go with the whole of the body, the whole of the other block. So I think from here, then I'm not leaving anything on the table. I'm taking all of it. So I'll put my stop loss here. I'm not leaving anything. I'm taking all of it to somewhere here. So at least a 3 RR here. This is all. I'm not like trying to take to cut it. No. Taking it all the way up here. So this is what I'm seeing on Ethereum. The same thing on BTC, but I don't really fuck with BTC nowadays. So that's for Ethereum. GBP AUD. I'm trying to make this video as fast as possible so that you get everything you need from it. So GBP AUD. If you look at the weekly time frame, it is very, very much bullish. I can say it's very, very much bullish because this breaker block is coinciding with, what am I saying? It's like matching up with this liquidity and this POI here. So if you go to the weekly, you see I might be fast and you might not understand my terms, but this is my strategy. I did not learn it from a mentor. I got it myself. So I might not have the terms to really put it, but this is my year of backtesting and being on the charts. What I've been seeing from the charts that makes me come up with this. So I don't have terms for it like that. So if you go to the daily time frame, it's very, very much bullish. But I'm expecting price to come here, to come somewhere here before it starts buying. If you go to the 4 hours, you see that my strategy played out. You get. So there's a sweep of liquidity. Here. First break, second break. So if the week can open and price manages to go up, then I'll probably be selling from here. I'll probably be selling from this other block. I'll be selling from there. This is the liquidity. I'll sell from here. Put my this thing here. Put my stop loss just above here. Then put my take profit, probably just make it 2 RR, something like this. This trade, like, it's a counter trend. It's against the trend. So I just have to take as little as I can. So I'm not going all in. Like, I don't have a target. I'm just assuming price to come here. I'm not really sure. So I'm just going to take 2 RR and get out of the market. So that's for GBP AUD. So the last one, second to last, USD CHF. So USD CHF is a type of trade that if the market opens and I see an opportunity, I am selling straight up. I'm executing the market straight up because it's around my POI. So first of all, if you look, you see that USD CHF has been very bearish from the weekly time frame. But it might want to be bullish. It might want to come down somewhere here and start buying from here. But I don't know. But to me, it's still bearish. If you look at the daily, this setup could have been very, very much enticing if price had not broken this high. So price breaking this high is like a very, very big validation that is still very, very much bearish. So price might probably just come down to here and start moving up, or here and start moving up. So this break above this high signifies that yes, price is still going to react from just a POI around there, and it's probably taking away this high. So if you go to the 4 hours, what can you see? My strategy played out. So there's what we call, so the liquidity is being swept, first break and second break. So now price came up, and around here is like this other block here is supposed to be my entry, but on Friday evening I did not see the trade on time because of everything. So I did not see this trade on time. So if market opens and price manages to go up to somewhere here, let me make this formal. If price opens and price manages to get back into this other block, then it's going to be bang. So I'm selling from here, putting my stop loss here, and targeting I'm going to make it this low. Why? Because I don't see anything that can push price up long term for me. Because if you look at what I'm telling you that price is legit going to move upward. It might move up, but I don't see anything pushing price upward in the long term from here. So even though the market opens and give you an opportunity, you can enter from where price is. It will still give you a nice 3 weeks to reward. I don't know, but yeah, I think so. So that's for USD CHF. The last but not the least, USD JPY. USD JPY. I'm going to be deleting all of these things because I don't want to littering my charts. So USD JPY, I have it all marked up. So in USD JPY, the same thing with USD GBP. Sorry, GBP JPY. It's reacting from here. It's reacting from here. It's reacting from here. But one thing I've noticed about JPY pairs, I cannot share, but I'm not sure price is going to really sell down from here, because if at all, it's supposed to at least come up to this better point of this other block before it starts selling. So I'm still very, very much bullish on it. And if you go to the 4 hours, I'm trying to make this video as fast as possible. If you go to the 4 hours, you see that this is a bit different with what I've been explaining, but with experience, I've seen that this gets to work. There's no double break here. First break, it's supposed to be just one break, but the break now, it broke this high, and it broke this high altogether. So according to what I've studied, I see it as two break at once. So it broke the high together, so I'm seeing it as two break. So I'm just expecting price to come down, which I've not seen, because I thought it was supposed to tap me in last week. It was supposed to be a trade that I would take last week. Like, I was supposed to take it last week, but price did not do it. So best believe that price is going to sell from this particular point. And this trade itself is a good entry for me if I'm looking at it from my strategy. Like, I'm supposed to sell because first break, second break. But why I not sell is there was no liquidity swept. So if it's that there was a little liquidity swept, I was supposed to take this sell to probably here. But I'm waiting for price patiently for price to come tap in here. Then I'm buying. Then I'm selling. Sorry, I'm buying to here 4RR. Okay. So these are the 6 trades I have, and good luck. The month of March really matched us well. Let's pray this second quarter is going to be good. So yeah, manage your risk, do everything well. Peace out.